It wants to promote it as part of its mandate, and it's not that easy because of many problems, including infrastructure problems. Many countries like into commodities, similar products. So the scope for trading historically has not been quite wide. So Afreximbank wants to expand the scope of trade, wants more trade, in line with its mandate, in line with what African Union wants done. And I believe what we have seen today, all the discussions are helping toward that direction.
So you appear unimpressed about the agenda that the bank has set. You said they have lofty objectives.
No, I mean in the sense, no, it's quite. I mean they don't have. They have set very high bars. They have their objective they want to accomplish in a very short period.
So from where you stand as
yes.
a finance institution now,
yes.
representing a finance institution, what challenges do you see working against this objectives that the bank has set for itself?
Well, there are many challenges. Some of them historical. I mentioned the historical baggage African countries come along with. Most, if not all of us, except Ethiopia and perhaps Liberia, were colonies. And the colonial masters shaped the trading pattern of the continent. Basically, they had the colonies to export raw materials to the metropolitan countries, and then they will process and ship back manufactured goods. They didn't encourage intra-African trade. And that has persisted, despite 50 years of independence, that has persisted. So that needs to change. But for it to change, you need to effect some fundamental restructuring of the economies. You need to get the commodity exporting nature of most of our countries to change. You need to add value within the continent. You need manufactured goods. You need industrialization. You need to widen the scope of goods available so that there could be a decent level of intra-African trade. But that's not going to be easy because of the historical baggage that I think comes with it.
So far, it's been a 25-year journey for the Afreximbank.
Yes,
now, having
yes.
highlighted the challenges,
yes.
historical, like who taxed them, and
yes.
essentially infrastructural,
yes.
which is what the bank has been trying to address in the course of this 4-day event
That's
to
right.
mark its 25th anniversary. When you think or when you talk infrastructural financing, what comes to mind as areas of focus?
Well, we have a massive infrastructural deficit. We need roads, we need power systems, we need schools, health, hospitals, clinics. I mean, you name it. We need all those things. Telecommunications, and those things don't come cheap, and you can't put them overnight. You need a lot of money. You need expertise. You need commitment, and most governments in Africa simply don't have the money to bring us to the level that we want to see in terms of infrastructure development. So you need massive infusion of capital. Governments have been trying, but obviously they don't have enough. There's a lot more money in the private sector. So the emphasis now is to involve the private sector as much as possible.
When you talk governments across Africa now,
yes,
I
yes.
hope that for the sake of this interview,
sure.
we understand that we are talking almost to a large extent about the finance ministries across those governments
The
across
problems
Africa.
are similar.
So
the challenges are quite similar.
To what extent would you say that finance ministries across Africa prioritize funding infrastructure projects across the continent?
Oh, they are. I believe, if I may use the Nigerian government as an example, which is the one I know most. This government, which came into office in 2015, May 2015, has explicitly stated its resolve to shift more resources towards infrastructural spending. It has increased, it has set up a target, minimum of 30% of the budget should go into infrastructural spending, and it has done that consistently since it came came into pumping more money. And there's a lot of construction going on now, roads, refurbishing airports, and so on and so forth. But as I said, it's just not enough. The money, even if you pump in 100% of the budget, it will not be enough to bring us to the level that we think we should be.
So it still takes us back to the public-private sector
exactly,
partnership
public-private. So I'm trying to
conversation.
use as much as we can, money from the private sector, PPP projects, public-private partnership, and we are making headway in that direction. And that's also the case across Africa. I say the constraints are similar. We need massive amounts of money, and the governments simply don't have this money. And so we need to bring in money from the private sector, not just African private sector, but also from other parts of the world. There's a lot of money in developed countries, a lot of capital looking for profitable investments. And those opportunities are present in Africa. So what we need to do is create the environment to attract this money to come in so that we can speed up infrastructure development.